back to the garage. Today we're going to work on something that I've never worked on before. It's a boat motor. We're going to rebuild the carburetor on it. The people that own the boat said that when they tried to start it, they had the fuel line and stuff hooked up. It would just flood out of the front where the air intake's at. Fuel would just pour out of it. So I'm thinking it's just a stuck float. So, but I've never tore into one of these carburetors before. It's kind of funky. It's got a plate on the top here and a little plastic float bowl on the bottom. I don't even know who makes this thing. I don't have any gaskets or anything for it, so we're going to be real careful tearing it apart to see if we can save it and get it cleaned out and get it back to them. So let's get the wrenching. There we go. Let's tear into this thing here. We got a top plate up here. It's got like 6 bolts in it here. But this looks like a float bowl on the bottom here. And I did pull this out. I think I got all the fuel out of it. So let's pull these bolts out of here and see what we got under here. Like I said, this is a 2-stroke carburetor off of an Evinrude. So I've never tore into one of these. So you guys are going to find out and see what we got along with me. So I'm assuming it works just like a normal 4-stroke carburetor, but I might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before, so. Alright. Yeah, it looks like just a regular normal 2-stroke or 4-stroke carburetor. Alright. See if we can find something to push that pin there out. She started out. Have a teeny, oh yeah I do, teeny tiny pair of little pliers here, so I'm going to take this gasket off here before I mess it up. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Alright, now she's stuck out there. It smells like bad fuel. That looks pretty clean. That looks clean down in there. There's a little seat down in there, just like a normal 4-stroke. So, alright, well, I guess I'll get some brake clean here. And we'll shoot some through here and see what she... Yeah, it looks clear through there. Let's see if we're clear through here. Yeah, the problem they said they were having is when they would go to start it, fuel would just dump out of the carburetor there. So I'm assuming that the float was just sticking, which there's a little bit of dusty stuff down there in the bottom, so it could have been. Woo! Got myself in the eyeball on that one. Almost. Alright. That's all clear. And the throttle linkage and everything all seems like it works good. So, well, I guess we'll go ahead and, I mean, there's some stuff that I knocked off there, but I think it's just, that's just off my, that float still looks good. It's like a styrofoam stuff, so I don't want to lose that little stringy thing there. That has a rubber tip on it, so, and from what I can see, it doesn't, it looks like it's scarred up, so let's go ahead and take this top piece off here. Oop. That flat screwdriver won't be doing it, so these screws aren't overly tight, so I'm wondering if somebody was in here and maybe that bottom bowl was loose. So when they primed their fuel line with a little ball pump, if they weren't just shooting fuel out of from around it. I wasn't there at where they were trying to start the motor. They just brought it to me, and I actually took it off the motor on the boat in the driveway and told them come back later and we'll have it fixed. So I won't even know until after they get it back and I get it on whether or not that the fix worked, which I'm assuming it will, because carburetors are pretty well simple things. Yeah, she doesn't look gunked up, really. I mean, there's some black stuff inside here, but I'm assuming that's just two-stroke oil. Yeah. Alright, well, I see a few little orifices here. We should be able to, yeah, that's clear. That one's clear. A little tiny one down in this hole. I need both hands for this one because I don't want to eat this stuff again. Oh. Doesn't appear to be anything down in that. Give me a rag here and just kind of clean that surface up. Yeah, everything looks like it's pretty well cleaned out. There's a little bit of junk down in the corners there, so we can take our brake clean and rinse that stuff out. Yeah, I'm thinking there's just maybe just a little piece of something got in that float needle and just kind of clogged it up a little bit. This is a fairly, like I said, fairly simple carburetor. There's no real adjustments on it or anything that I can see of. So, alright, well, get these surfaces all cleaned up here. I can't take the main jet out because it's plugged off down here, and I don't have a kit for it, so I'm not going to tear into that thing that way to do it. Now if I had a kit for it, yeah, we would definitely be tearing into it, but we ain't got it, so we ain't doing it. Alright, well, I'm going to shut the camera off and go ahead and throw this all back together. I'll wipe this gasket down, probably wipe this gasket down, and we'll get this thing all, I'll probably clean this out too a little bit. I guess there is an adjustment there. I think that went through that way. Hopefully it went through that way. Anyways. But yeah. I mean, I don't see any real major, anything major in it, so. Alright, like I said, I'm going to shut the camera off here and get this thing all kind of wiped down a little bit and get it back together, and we're going to call it good. I found this interesting, y'all. These gaskets are like a rubber. They're not even like a paper or anything like that. They're pretty thick. And if you guys can see how thick that is compared to my fingers. But they're like a rubber, so they're not a cheap gasket. So alright, well, I'm gonna finish putting these together. Bring y'all back. Alright, y'all, I got that needle and seat put back down in there. So I'm gonna try to do the little blow test, and yeah, it's shutting off. So I guess we'll go ahead and put the gaskets and stuff back on here. This is one of them rubberized gaskets too, which is nice because they're reusable. So get them back on there. I know it's only been a few seconds for you all, but for some odd reason I lost power again here. Seems like it's been happening more and more often, so I may have to actually end up looking for a whole house generator, because I can't be losing power for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time and trying to get work done out here, because that just don't work for me. So, but alright, a couple more screws, and now I'm just kind of snugging them up a little bit, and then I'll go around and finish snug them. Like I said, it's nice that those are like kind of a rubber gasket. You can reuse them really nicely. So click, click, torque to factory specs. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. That one's tight. Just go around them here one time and make sure everything's snugged up good. So, and I don't even see a name on this, a brand name. It looks like there was a sticker here, but it's long gone. It was right there. There's something underneath it, but I can't tell what it is. But I haven't seen a name on this thing anywhere. Maybe it's a Mikuni. There's an M here. Maybe it's made by Mikuni. I don't know. But alright, there you all have it. If you got a 9.9 Evinrude, this is like a 87 model. I looked it up, and yeah, so if you got one of those Evinrudes like that, and it's not running right, there you just got to see the inside of it to see what all it entails. So hope you all enjoyed it, and yeah, I mean pretty simple carburetor. All right, y'all, there you have it. If you got a carburetor for a 9.9 Evinrude motor, 80s. I believe this is an 87 model. That's how you're clean and rebuild the carburetor. I did go online and I did see that I can buy gaskets, and there's all the seals and everything for this thing, but they didn't look bad to me. The float looked good. We did the little blow test there where we blew in the fuel inlet and flip the carburetor up and down, and it seems like it's working fine. So I didn't even see any big dirt or anything on the float valve, so I'm wondering if maybe these screws on the bottom here were not real tight, so I'm wondering if maybe those were those were loose, and then when they hooked the fuel line up to it, because on a boat it has like a primer ball, I'm wondering if when they primered it, if it wasn't leaking out around that bowl gasket, so and not the intake. So, but hey, we got it done. I'll get it back to them. The owner actually took it off and brought it to me instead of bringing me the whole motor or engine. So I'll call him and tell him to come get it, and he'll put it back on and let us know if it works or not. And I'll definitely update y'all on a later on video. But yeah, that seems like it's going to work to me. So appreciate you all watching. Please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on Sunday night's live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Till then, keep wrenching. I got a video. Alright. Apparently I do good work because it's running.